Can you see this? The building kind of almost in front of me, the round building. So this is the goal for today, the chateau or the manor house, whatever you want to call it. And we will do some little investigation today, hopefully. But first I need to drive through the town. This is the town square. This is the town square. Turn right, okay. See the chateau again here. And here is some information. The castle Humprecht, they call it a castle, but it really is a chateau or a manor house, I think, size-wise, and also the function of the building. And on the left we see the town that owns the chateau. What do they tell us? 0.1 kilometers. Hunting Lodge Humprecht. 342 meters above sea level. Was built in 1666-68. Only in 2 years. No building permits necessary, I guess. I was here actually some couple years ago. I think it was still during the pandemic, and it was closed not because of pandemic but because of some reconstruction that was going on at that time. So let's see how it looks now. So this is the town that owns the chateau, with an impressive Catholic church over there. And let's move on. It should be somewhere there. And here we go. And look what's there on the top. You see, it's a moon. Very, very unusual. Well, we can go on the tour and we can probably see all 27 rooms where the owners and their guests stayed during the time they visited. And some of the things we can see here are pretty interesting. For example, can you guess what this box is? That was used when they traveled for clothes, dresses and stuff. So luggage is what you would call it today, but nowadays it is of course in somewhat different shapes, sizes, materials. Definitely made not from wood and probably with little wheels. So it must have been pretty heavy, but you can be assured that the owners were not bothered by how heavy it was. They had servants after all. And yeah, this was called a black kitchen. And since it was built as a hunting lodge, whatever you killed was cooked here in the so-called black kitchen. Why black? Probably because of all the smoke and soot that was around here. After all, everything was cooked on fire. And we can also see here various types of painted cupboards and chests and cookware and so on. This is what is called now acoustic hall. I'm not sure it was called that when it was built and used by the original owners, but it's the biggest room in the building, and it's called acoustic hall because the echo lasts 6 to 8 seconds, and it is the only one of its kind in Central Europe. But in the past, it was used for dinners when you had many guests, when you were hunting, and after the hunt, everything was cooked and you had a big, huge dinner. Now you can rent it if you want and have a wedding here or whatever, a big party. Interestingly, men and women slept separately, and I mean the owners, guests, everyone. This is the owner's bedroom, man bedroom basically. The main attraction here is the bed from the 17th century and of course the wide bowl under it. I think you can guess why it was there, what the function was. The rooms were all on this floor, I mean the bedrooms and other rooms also, one above the ground, and there were no toilets here at the beginning when it was built. The toilets were on the ground floor. So this being the 17th century and so on, there were no elevators, and if you had the need in the middle of the night or actually at any time, you would have to go downstairs, and not a good idea, especially in the middle of the night. And we can also see here a beautiful antique furniture, no plastic fake stuff. And I really like the paintings here. Usually those were the portraits of the owners and their family. And as we continue, we can see the room where the owner stayed with his male guests, basically something like a living room nowadays. And the funny part is that ladies had also their own bedrooms, as I mentioned earlier, but they also had their own living room or saloon, as they called it. And later on, a toilet came into the picture. Here you can see a demonstration how it was used, well, kind of. And after you did your business, you called a servant, and the servant took the content out and brought it back for your future use. And it was even movable, also you could use it for travel. So I think this is the way to the tower. Let's give it a try. Wow, this is pretty narrow. Yeah, you can hear my backpack scratching the ceiling. Ah. Oh, very nice. Very cool. And I have it for myself because I think I was the only person who purchased the ticket to the tower. Ah, the roof is made from wood. That is the construction, the beams. The tour is over, and I would say no matter how rich you were, 400 plus or something like that years ago, the what we have today, most of the people, the conveniences of life don't and cannot compare to even what the rich and powerful had at those times, starting with the toilet, kitchen, walking stairs up and down. And anyway, I hope you found it interesting. Thanks for watching. Take care and goodbye.